Everybody come together. Wake up like this. Tell them. Wake up like that. Tell them. Wake up like this. Tell them. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. Tell them. You wake up like that. Tell them. I wake up like this. Tell them. It's Saturday. Good morning to each and every one of you. I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Radio Belizemix on a Saturday. It's 2 minutes after 11 o'clock. On the 28th of June, 2020. That's right. And we have Queen Lerna inside the mix along with her special guest. Good morning, Queen Lerna.
Wow. Good morning, world. Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing this morning? Ernest, how you wake up? All right.
I'm like this, girl.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Junie, how you wake up?
I'm great.
Guys, we are here once again on June 20th for the June episode of A Wake Up Like This. And this is a special Father's Day treat for you guys. It was so difficult to get these gentlemen in the house, but here we are. They are going to give you a treat that you won't forget. So ladies and gentlemen, hold tight. Yes. Hold tight, you guys. Hold tight. It's going to be not a rocky road. It's going to be a nice, sweet, down memory lane. All right, you guys are ready? And before I forget, let me just big up our sponsors that make this all possible. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, we want to big up Little Billy's Restaurant there in Inglewood, you guys. Give it up for Little Billy's Restaurant.
Give it up.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Proby's Tax and Accounting. Woo. And also, the one and only Mr. Will Johnson and Radio Belizemix, you guys. We want to pick you guys up. And for our team song, guys, don't forget, this was done by Mr. Michael Wagner and Mr. Carl McGregor. Woo!
Big up.
We don't have our photographer in the house, but we want to big him up also. That's the one and only Mr. Clyde.
That's right.
All
right, guys, we're going to have a different type of show this morning. Mr. Johnson?
That's right. Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. I'm more than ready. I was excited. When I had the pleasure of meeting these icons. That was on Thursday. I was working with them, and oh my goodness, I felt like I was on top of the world.
Man, this is exciting. You know what? It's kind of weird because they are all before my time, right? They are legends for decades, and here I am with the oldest living legend in the house. Can you guys believe that? Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to have somebody all the way from Belize that's going to say a word or two to you guys. They're going to be calling in. We have quite a few folks that's going to be talking to you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce to you Mr. Ernest Tillett, our oldest musician in the house.
Hold on, Miss Lerna. We can hear somebody thing going off in the background there.
Oh, yeah.
Please take it off the volume. Thank you.
Someone want to have their TV on.
Yeah, that's my wife.
All right, Cousin Merlene, turn it off. I know you're all excited, but we're gonna for the young folks out there, we're gonna have you, Ernest. We're gonna have each one of you guys just to take us down a little memory lane about a little journey about this music world. So, Ernest, can you just tell the world a little bit about your journey through this music? Because the young folks are looking and they're trying to accomplish what you have accomplished for this decade. So, Mr. Tillett.
Yes, ma'am.
You got the podium for yourself.
Yeah.
Leave Merlene alone. Merlene, you got to go. Leave this alone.
Yeah, it's a long journey for me. It's like over 60 years, you know.
Wow.
I've been in this business here, and started pretty young when I was like 19.
Okay.
And the first thing that I did when I was young is that I don't know about people knowing about ZIK2, that radio station, right?
Right, that's back in the 1940s, right?
Yeah, that was 19, and it was 1949. Wow. So that I was a radio station up at Barracks.
Uh-huh.
Colonel Fairweather was the engineer for that station, and
Wow.
I got a chance to sing Dreamer's Holiday. He come on at 12 o'clock, and Bernie, it was like kind of when it comes on, you have a lot of statics and all that stuff because way back then you didn't have
Yeah.
that we have right now. So Bertie Martinez on the guitar, the legendary Bertie Martinez. All the old people know about him. The young folks don't. So I sang Dreamer's Holiday, and it takes me up into the younger generations. The music. Mr. Giffy Moss.
Heard about him.
Yeah, Mr. I don't. You guys remember Giffy Moss?
I only heard about him. I heard he was a legend. I think his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and after Giffy Moss band, I just moved to different other venue with different bands. And I've been with like 11 bands in my lifetime, and 2 quartet and stuff like that. So I've been really doing a whole bunch of stuff in the over 60 years that I've been
Over 60 years.
in business. Yeah.
I noticed that you were with Glenn Wood and the Telegrams also, and oh my God, the Harmonettes. And I heard about these names, but trust me,
Yeah.
I think some folks on that can talk a lot more on those bands and back in those days.
Yeah.
So you were, you guys are. I'm gonna get Merlene in a minute, but she don't want me to call her name, but she's right there. I'm gonna interview you in a second, Merlene. So for Ernest, he's been with so many different bands and had accomplished so much. He has, his wall of some of the awards is behind him, as you guys can see. He has so many awards. His bio is a whole book. I think, Mr. Johnson, we're gonna have to get with Mr. Tony Wright and get this big
Absolutely,
to-do
absolutely.
with all these legends. So as you guys know, for Mr. Ernest Tillett, we're gonna come back to him, but he have a lot more to say, you guys. I want this to be like a history for us young folks, because we are not in that era, but we have a lot to learn. So we're going to take it over to someone that I am just now getting familiar with, but it's been a pleasure talking to him for the past couple of weeks and trying to get him on this program today. And for some of you guys, you may not have heard or seen him in a very long time. Guess who is in the house and who's going to say hello to everyone? Mr. Anthony Richards.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Anthony. Welcome.
Hello.
Wow.
No.
Anthony, can you give us a little journey about this music world? This is so, you guys are amazing. I don't know. Will, I am sweating. I'm just so excited. I'm sweating to be among all these legends here. So
Hello, Belizemix. Hello, Belizemix.
Yes.
This is Anthony Richards. And as you all may not know, or you may know, I had a group by the name of the Crystals when we were young, when we were in college, the Crystals. And that was L.U. Flowers, Earl Wade, and Dennis Lennon. We were one of the #1 group in Belize. I later joined the Harmonettes and performed with them for years. I also did shows with Baron Lee, Sonny Bradshaw, and Morris Children, and the Mighty Sparrow, to name a few. In 1968, I recorded the song Sweet Belizean Girl, which is still a classic among Belizeans. I then migrated to the United States, where I joined a band by the name of The Web. I was a spider. So The Web was, members of The Web was Gina Dolphus, Jeffrey Adolphus, Arthur Trapp, Erlin Henderson, and the late Ivan Domingo. call him Shine.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1986, I did Key Fest, and I recorded my latest recording, Try Smiling.
Try smiling.
You know that one, don't you?
You know that one, right? And in 1990, I did another Key Fest with Patrick Barrow at Jackie Robinson Stadium. In 1997, I performed at the Apollo Theater in New York. And I then migrated to Houston, Texas, where I did a TV show, Give Me the Mic Houston.
Give me the mic.
So those are some of the things that I've done throughout the years. And I'm still here in Houston waiting for my next engagement.
Well, I was told that they were all trying to get you, but you the one that was running. Right here on a Wake Up Like This, he is waiting for a phone call. So we're gonna make this happen, you guys. But I think since he moved to Texas, he was labeled a name. What was that?
My stage name is Texas Tony.
Texas Tony.
Texas Tony.
Texas Tony, you guys. That is, and this is just a short summary of their long, lengthy bio of their journey in this music world. So,
Absolutely.
anything else right now, Anthony?
Well, that would be it for right now. You know, we'll talk later.
Right. So this is just a short introduction of getting to know our legends here. So we're going to move on over all the way from Nassau, Bahamas, you guys. This gentleman here, I think most of, even the young folks know who this gentleman is. But we're going to let him tell you guys a little bit about his journey. And he holds many titles, all right? For some reason, I keep forgetting that he is also a singer. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in the house. Appreciate him joining us today, Mr. Junie Crawford, or Clinton Crawford.
Welcome, Mr. Junie.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I like the part about the young part.
Yeah.
we all try to still stay young, right? So, you know, a lot of folks would be familiar with me. I started my career the same way in Belize. So, I mean, when you say coming all the way from Nassau, Bahamas, it's actually Belize, right?
Through Belize.
I happen to live in Nassau, where I came and I got married here and everything. But, you know, my story is the same, almost the same. I grew up in Belize, went to St. Michael's College. It's not St. Michael's High School, but you know, they say St. Michael's College. I started out with the same way, that enthusiastic way, always, you know, chasing a piano wherever, trying to play music. I eventually got into bands. I eventually got into the harmonettes. Actually, there's a story about that, and I'll remind Anthony Richards about that.
I remember.
I want to hear.
Well, actually, let me say it right now. Actually, the story goes, I think I must have been, I'm sure I wasn't 16 yet. I probably must have been like maybe from 14, 15. So what happened, Anthony did a show at Bliss Institute.
The Bliss, right.
With Glenn Wood and the Telegrams.
Right.
And I was playing keyboard. I don't know why I was playing keyboard anyhow. That's another story. But I probably, that tender age. And he was one of the performers on there. And so it happens. I don't want to just draw it out, but it's a long story short. He was singing with the harmonettes. Their keyboard player, C.Y. Young, who was a great keyboard player in his own right, was migrating to the States. And so, as the story goes, Anthony was on that stage with us at the Bliss Institute. He heard me play, so he went back to Mr. Nick, who was the leader of the harmonettes, and he said, Mr. Nick, you know, CY is moving. We're looking for a keyboard player because, you know, CY is going to the States. I have a Lee Boy play.
Lee Boy play.
I have a Lee Boy play the other night on the show, and I think the Lee Boy could work. That's a lead white could work. So with a little bit of training, a lead white could work. And as the story goes, that's how I joined the Harmonists. Played with them for many years until I went to Lord Rayburn Band, and then did a thing, traveled with Lord Rayburn. The story. We did a lot of stuff in Belize. We traveled a lot to Mexico, to America, to the Cayman Islands, you name it. And we did, I would think, in the height of our heyday in Belize, there was those episodes at Bird's Isle. I guess everybody know about Bird's Isle. Through the years, through Facebook,
I think
people
Mexico knows.
they're always posting things about Bird's Isle, and I remember when I was at Bird's Isle with Raven, blah 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 blah. So that was one of the highlights of that Lord Rayburn era when we were really on top of our game, I would say. And after that, I finished with Lord Rayburn. I came to the States somewhere in the 80s, and I spent about I would say about 25 years plus in Los Angeles, doing and learning that because played the music scene both in the Belize scene and in the outside of the Belize scene. Did a lot of shows. I don't really like to talk about those things. It's just musicians play, and they get gigs and they perform. You get a call, you play whatever they perform. Would it be a regular gig? Would it be a concert? Would it be a little film stuff, a little TV stuff, a little whatever it is, small roles here and there, and you do it, and so to speak, that was my Los Angeles, America existence, so to speak, musically speaking. And then I moved to Nassau here in 2010.
2010, okay.
2010, I've been living here in Nassau, still traveling, still doing music. Actually play at a resort 4 nights a week. Right now, because of COVID-19, everything is shut down. But that has been my gig for the last 2.5 years. I was playing at Baha Mar Resort and Casino at the Jazz Bar.
Right.
4 nights a week. Yeah.
Nice. Wow, you guys, this can be a whole, we could continue talking for a very long time because we have so much. We have so much. I know, Mr. Johnson, do you have anything to say? Because he is my age, but trust me, he is like you guys' age because I'm sure he knows everything about you guys. You have anything to say?
I've been following these legends for a very long time now. Even though they don't know me, I know them. And that's the good part. And like I said, I'm honored to be among them in terms of being able to do this live broadcast on my radio station because it's about time that, and that's why I want to compliment you too, Ms. Lerner, in recognizing the work that these gentlemen has put in over a long period of time. They're a pillar among us, and that we want to tell them how much we love them and how much we love what they have done before they peg away. Because we don't want later on to say, well, you tell them ahead of time how much we really care for them. And I had the honor of actually had the privilege of getting a music video of Judy Crawford along with Ernest Tillett from Mr. Patrick Barrow last night. And I was looking back at those videos, and I want to play one of them if you guys don't mind.
Right.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes,
Sure.
That's fine.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorite here. He's doing the Spanish Harlem, and it goes like this.
There is a rose
that harmony.
That's out there, right?
On the keyboard, Mr. Judy Crawford.
Sing it, Ernest.
That's one of the good ones from Junie.
Got the lovers in the house going at it, Ernest. Alrighty, look at that.
The music here of Ernest. Judy Crawford on the keyboard. Well, thank you so much for listening. Take it away, Lerna, please. Go ahead, Lerna.
All right, you guys. Hope you guys enjoy that one, even though they were on screen. We were trying to say, why are we not seeing it? But it looks real great.
Oh,
real
the
good.
people, our guests are not seeing it if they don't have another device, but everybody else out there is seeing the video.
Yes, everyone else is seeing that video, and I looked at it last night also. It was a great show.
Miss
we had-
Miss Maria Barretta said, "This brings tears to my eyes." Ernest performed for a dual birthday for his sis and my deceased husband. Wow, her husband was there at the time. Bring back real good memories for her.
Spanish Harlem. And then I know Ernest also was singing love, love is so good when you're stealing it. And on that same show, love is so good when you're stealing it.
I have all of them queued up, Miss Lerna. Later on, I don't want to give everybody. I don't want to give everybody everything one time.
We gotta do it later on. Yes, and also we're gonna take it into giving them a little taste of their live voice right now. We have some folks calling in. Did you get any callers yet, Mr. Johnson?
I haven't got any call yet, but we're getting a whole lot of comments. So many folks are saying what you and I have been saying from the get-go, that we need to get all these legends together once again on stage, backed up by Judy Crawford and his choice members, musical members.
Hi, Judy.
You notice, Judy, you notice I said choice musical members, right?
What's that?
You notice I mentioned choice musical members for your group when you back up these legends.
Yes, I noticed that. Yeah.
Right. So
And they know the works. They know the works, huh?
Right.
right. So let's just give a shout out to the ones them online for me, Will, and then we're gonna take it into let them get a taste of their voice, that they still have it. So we're gonna give them a little live, and then we're gonna get in. We're waiting for some folks to call in to say hello to each and every one of them.
Well, folks can call in anytime. The number is there running on the screen, but the call that we're expecting from Belize is going to come a little bit later on. Miss Lerna, I arranged for like midday. That call is coming from one of their good friends. I won't tell them who it is. Like they guess, I have to guess. No? Uh-huh. But in the meantime, though, let me play this one right here.
Okay.
It goes like this.
Uh-oh.
Everybody knows this one.
Everybody do your thing, yeah.
We have someone on the line. Good morning. Hello.
Woo.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Michael Wagner.
Oh, you're Michael Wagner. Michael Wagner is on the line, folks.
Yeah, I want to say hello to my good friend Junior Crawford. We grew up playing music together.
Yeah.
Hey Junior, how you doing, Junior?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing. Mike, what's up?
He says, "What's up, Mike?"
Can you hear? You can
Yeah,
hear
Junior,
me?
how you doing? Yeah, Wagner, Michael Wagner.
Yeah, go
Man,
ahead.
Mike, how you doing too, man? I'm great, man. How are
Yeah,
you?
I just 1 second. Yeah, I just want to say hello to Junior, man.
Right. He's listening.
Yeah,
He's listening, Mike. Go ahead.
I remember days we used to play music together. We grew up together in the same neighborhood. I mean, it was like right down the street from me, and we had a lot in common in music. Matter of fact,
Yep.
he's one of the person who got me started in La Ribbon Band. Who I had to fit a big shoe after he left for the U.S.
Yeah.
You had a big
And then
shoe to follow,
I moved out to the U.S. like in the late '80s, and then I met Junior again, and we formed a band with a few guys out here, full on these guys, and we had a strong thing going,
Wow.
Yeah, but he's a great legend. I could still remember when Junior used to do the barge, All This Love, I Like It, and A Thousand Ways, Junior.
Yeah. He was.
That's right.
He and all the
That's right.
he and all the rest of the legend was born for this, Michael.
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. I look up to Junior, man. Junior was one of my idol, and I always look up to him.
Right.
He taught me a lot. He taught me a lot of stuff in the music. And,
Right. He's
I really
such a
appreciate
legend.
that. Just want to extend my appreciation for him.
Thank you, Michael. I have another call coming in, Mike. Thanks.
So, Mike,
Yeah,
I want you to call
hi
back
to Julie
later
too. How
on
you doing,
because
Julie?
you got something going on. So, can you call back in,
All
okay?
right, I know you got more calls. We'll talk later.
All right, brother. Take care. Thank
I want you
you.
to call back
Take
in
care. Much
before
love,
1
Junior.
o'clock.
Thanks.
All right? Call back in.
This one comes from Pupa Curly. Buenos dias. Good morning. Wait to be down for Pupa Curly.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Pupa. Pupa gone quiet for me. Where gone, Pupa?
No. I did everything good. I just want to say a shout
There
out
he
to
is. There he is.
great legend.
Everybody's listening, Pupa. Go ahead.
Yes, I. I just want to big up all three of you, man, because respect all of you. I know I work with a few. Definitely Junior Crawford. I can't get enough of the crackers that killer lines you put in that tune there.
Yeah.
And definitely Mr. Anthony Richards. Love the vocals from Belizemix girls. Love what you've been doing. You guys keep it up. Ernest Smith. Ernest Tillett.
Yeah.
And your big self. All right. Respect, man.
All right, thank you very much, Pupa. Appreciate you.
All right.
That's right, man.
Listen.
Big. All right, you guys. Happy Father's Day. To all the fathers out there, you guys. Happy Father's Day.
Underneath this tamarind tree, whoa, love me, my darling.
Good morning, Radio Belizemix. How can I help you? Good morning.
Good morning. This is your brethren, Kurt Sanchez, also known as Arona Enjoy.
Kurt Sanchez is on the mix. Good morning, Kurt.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say hello to Anthony Richards.
Anthony Richards. All right. He says, what's up?
How you doing?
Okay.
He's doing great.
All right, Anthony. You don't know me, but I'm very familiar with you.
Oh,
Your
that's
mother
great.
was like family to my family. She introduced me to the sweet Belizemix girl back in the 1970s. She used to always come down and spend weekends with us, tell us stories about Anansi the spider.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And answer the spider.
Yes, yes. My grandparents are Mr. and Mrs. Brown in Chicago. Harold Brown and Ellering Brown.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
the kids,
yes.
my mother is Marcia. My uncle is Horace Bernard.
Yeah, we got all that. Well, thank you for calling. We have another call on the line. Going to the next call. Good morning. Hello.
Yes, sir. This is Michael Hyde calling in.
Michael Hyde is in the building. Go ahead, Michael.
Mike.
Oh, I was just waiting. Who's on right now?
You are on, Michael.
Oh, I hear somebody talking. That's why I was.
No, go ahead, Michael. You're on.
Okay, I'm just calling in to say hi to all my friends on the show today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know, they all was responsible for my musical journey, and it's good to see them after so many years of not seeing them for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
But we all, back in the Belize days, you know, like Junie and I, pretty much I learned a lot from him. I used to hang around him a lot to pick his brain and see all I could suck up, of course, musically speaking.
Yeah. Right.
And Ernie Stillett was like my father in the vibration days. I used to play in the band Vibrations back in Belize, back in the 70s, late 70s. And he was one of the lead singers. And he was actually the person that always guided me through the whole mess.
Right.
Because, you know, how the music business was back in the day. And Anthony Richards, I had never really worked with him in Belize, but I had a chance to did a remake of his Sweet Belizean Girl in a reggae style. I think it was
I will need to hear that
Really?
version. I will need to hear that version.
Yeah, I had done that version back in, I think it was back in the 90s, so I was able to work on a project of his back in the day. But pretty much, you know, they are responsible for my musical.
And you have been very successful at that, Michael Hyde. We're proud of you too. Okay.
Right. I'm trying to get
All right.
you guys.
All right, Michael. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Lerna, give Michael a message for me because I know he can't hear me.
He could hear you. Go ahead.
I think it's an honor for Michael to call in. Because, you know, I mean, I love him like a brother too. You know, like he said, we hang out a lot back in the day. He used to come to my house almost every evening. We used to sit up behind the old piano that I had, play until we hear ice cream truck to pass. The truck to pass. And we'll buy ice cream and eat ice cream and go back to play and listen to music.
Hey,
we can't get enough of music, right? But he's accomplished a lot, and I think that all of Belize is really, really proud of his accomplishments. Nice. So I want him to know that.
Oh, Lord.
All right, yeah. Oh. We have another caller on the line, Lerna. Just 1 minute. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Hello, this is Carol.
Carol?
Yes. Carol Brown.
Carol Brown is on the line. Go ahead, Carol.
Yes, I just wanted to say hello to each and every one of you guys.
Okay.
I grew up listening to you guys, especially Junie. I've been watching Anthony Richards singing from the time I was a child at Bird's Isle. And Junie, you know me, Carol, from, Michael's ex. And Ernest Tillett, of course, I knew him as well. You guys been very instrumental in the Belizean community as far as bringing out music that we want to hear.
Right.
So I just wanted to, congratulate all of you guys. It's great seeing all of you guys after all these years.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take some more call later, and thank you very much, Carol, for calling. Lerna, we're going to go back to you, the host. Take it away, Lerna.
So nice. Thank you guys for calling in, you guys. And don't forget our sponsors. Little Belize Restaurant is open. Probus Tax and Accounting is there for all your tax needs, you guys. And Radio Belizemix, he does everything from website to DJ to everything. Just call Mr. Will Johnson. And you guys, we are here with the legends. This is a Father's Day treat for everyone. All right. We want to hear some more of their music, Mr. Johnson. And then we're going to take it to their, you're looking at like We want to take it back.
I was hoping now that we could get Anthony's live music right now, Miss Lernam.
Oh yes. Let's do that. All right.
Are you ready, Mr. Anthony?
We want to show you guys that he still got it.
Yeah, man. Anthony still. We're gonna go unplug right now with Mr. Anthony. The same one you practiced yesterday.
What song?
Oh, the nice one. The one we practiced yesterday.
Was on Thursday. Yeah, the Thursday one you gave us on Thursday.
My way.
My way.
Yeah. Pauline Johnson, good morning to you. We're just gonna shut up while Anthony gets his stuff ready. To Dawn Hooper. Esteban Jimenez is watching on Facebook. Carl King Rancho Smith on Facebook. On YouTube, we have the Joker crew. Elizabeth Boynton. All the best to you. Lizette Boynton, that is. Eleanor Kelly, good morning. Phil Cleland. Let me know when you're ready, Mr. Anthony. Also, greetings going out to Barbara Smith. You ready?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here's a treat for you.
Take it away, Mr. Anthony.
Woohoo.
Anthony said, you're ready.
Yes, he's ready. It's coming.
All right.
That's right. It's coming, you guys.
I hear the dog the bark, though.
The dog say he ready, Will.
Yeah.
All right. While we're waiting, you guys, don't forget tomorrow. Here we go.
And now the end is near, and so I stay, final curtain.
They bark that dog, they kill it. The audience have to kill your microphone for those who have the dog.
I state my case, of which I'm certain. I believe in life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, oh, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've laughed and I've cried, I've had my fill, oh Lord, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he us not to say the things he truly feels, and of the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Bravo! The way to go. Thank you, sir, Anthony.
Wow.
Yes, it was my way.
Wow.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank
Come
you
on,
very
guys.
much.
Salute. Woo. All right, there you have it. My way. Wow. Oh my goodness. I hope Mr. Shaw is listening.
Thank you.
That was great.
Mr. Shaw is listening. This is too good. Now we're gonna continue the treat, you guys. Is there anyone else called in? Before anyone else called in, we're gonna continue the treat, right, Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, but we still want to continue with the interview because there's so much to learn about these fellows right here, Lorna.
All right. I just love the
You
voice.
get carried away with the music, man. See your heart. Don't go, Lorna.
My heart is going boop, 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 boop. All right, let me get back to some questions, you guys. I had some folks calling in to ask some questions to these individuals here too, but they are slow. I guess they're still sleeping. But anyhow, we're gonna Ernest, are you all right? We're gonna take it back to Ernest. I know Mr. Patrick Barrow, who should be calling in also, had worked with both you and Anthony, right?
Yes.
So I need you to talk a little bit about working with Patrick, and then we just want to send some great advice out there to our upcoming musicians and the things that they need to be looking for. So can you just give us your piece of working with Mr. Patrick Barrow and some of the CDs that you have going on, that you have? I know you have some CDs from way back, your first CDs and your second CDs, and some of them was working with Patrick.
You want to go, Ernest?
Ernest?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I am with Patrick. We did a couple shows with Patrick. Patrick is a great person. Mm-hmm. And I really didn't do a CD or anything with Patrick, right?
Okay.
But he produced and everything, and he's just a great guy, and I enjoyed what he's doing with the young people, trying to produce stuff for them, and really he's just great. Just like Juna, the same thing, These guys are just absolutely great.
Amazing.
Amazing. I wish I could have did something with him on a CD.
Oh,
but
good.
I never got the chance to do it.
With Junie?
No, with Patrick.
With Patrick.
Oh, Patrick.
All my music was done with Junie. The great.
Okay. Can you just
you guys stop saying that.
right. Can you just tell us a little bit about your CDs? I think you have one that is like Here Looking at Me.
I got it. Yeah.
Hold on. 1 minute, Brenda. We have Mr. Patrick on the line. Go ahead, Mr. Patrick.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Hello.
Hey, Patrick.
Go ahead, speak, Patrick. They're hearing you.
Okay. Ernest.
Yes,
hey, what's
sir.
up? To start with, Lorna, it's amazing you're able to get all these legends on your show.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Great
you.
Ernest, I never did really, as far as my record label, we never did really work any project with Ernest, but I've been keeping up with Ernest ever since he got here to Los Angeles. In fact, Ernest, when he got here, my father came to me and said, man, why don't you do something with Ernest? You know, but at the time I wasn't doing any ballads or anything like that. So like, I had to tell my father, you know, I can't handle it, you know. But you didn't know about that. But I've been following you even when you were with Fantasia, and we went to Belize, and I did a lot of private shows, and
right, yes.
I wasn't doing any ballads or anything like that. So like, yeah, and then Anthony Richard.
Yes, sir.
He's hearing you.
He can hear me.
He can hear loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yes, I can.
I've been since me and Anthony kind of grew up together, you know, and way back. You know, let us feel kind of old, but we're back from the early '60s. Even when he was with the group, that doo-wop group called the Crystals.
Crystals.
And when he moved here to the United States, and I started my record label, and I was working with the producer Raymond Barrow. He wrote a whole EP for Anthony. I'm still waiting for you to sing one of those songs, Anthony.
He's still waiting for you, Anthony, to sing one of those songs, yeah.
Try Smiling, or There's a Reason Why I Cry, you know. Those are some beautiful material you have up there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Then I know we did Anthony Richards and Mike, Anthony Richards and Ernest on a special night at Key-Fest 2011. It was a full school night. The Saturday night was a dance, and we put them all together. It was beautiful. And then as far as Junior Crawford, hey Crawford, we go back. I've been working with Crawford for the last 30 years.
30
Thank
years.
you, man. 30 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. You know, even with my group, Babylon Warriors, we did a lot of shows. We did a lot of concerts, tours, and even we were doing all original material. But I needed my music score written, and I used to go to Junior and say, write, write the notes and what for me, you know, and apart from that, I came to work with Andy Palacio. So when I came back, the main thing as a record producer is to find the right people to work with the artists. So I came back and I talked to Michael Hyde and Junior Crawford, and out of that was Watu in '89.
Yep.
You know,
that's right.
Then Junior Crawford was able to work with. I was working with Brother David on the Kimba album. Thank you, Junior Crawford. Then this stuff for we with Michael Wagner. I wrote some rhythm for Michael Wagner. Michael Wagner wrote some music. Some lyrics to go with the rhythm I gave him. Then when I got it, we sent it to Junior Crawford to put some ice cream on it. And when he brought it back, it was what we had out there, just stuff for we. Then Lila Vernon, we were working on Lila Vernon project where he wrote a few tracks on there and I wrote a few tracks.
Right.
Again, Bella Carib, a Christmas album. Thank you again, Junie. I did several songs for Bella Carib in Brooklyn style. And you did some of the songs for her on that project.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
And the list is long, Mr. Barrow. The list is long. You're not gonna finish today.
His work. Yeah. So, but thanks to everybody that I was able to work with. Anthony Richards, Junior Crawford, and Ernest Stillett. I still support whatever you're doing.
All right, Patrick. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Lorna.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, this is amazing, you guys. I can't say it enough. All right. So he answered a lot of that for us as far as all the people he worked with and all the legends. You guys are. Will, what are we gonna do with these?
My goodness! Yeah. Well, like Miss Bev suggested, when this COVID thing blow over, we need to get all these legends on one stage.
We will.
I'm going to task you with that, Miss Lerner.
That's right. That's right. We will. I think they will be ready since I got them. I got them on here, which was a task. I want you guys out there to know it wasn't easy, but I do.
I was send Midori for Junior with the Bahamas. Don't worry.
That's right. That's right. I also want to give thanks to my sister Elaine because she helped me with getting Junie here also.
Yeah.
I call her to complain on you, Junie. So that's just so you know. I can't get Junie. Where is he? He's not answering me. But thank you so much for finding the time.
We're just going to take one more call, and then after that, we're going to get to some music, Miss Lorna, okay? Let me get this person on the line. Miss Sonia Johnson, good morning to you.
Yes, Will. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're live on the air.
Wait, I can't hardly hear you.
You're live on the air. You're watching the program with Ernest Tillett,
Good
Anthony.
morning, Will.
Go ahead, talk to them.
Good morning, Lorna. And,
good morning.
And good morning to these wonderful legends, but especially...
Go ahead.
Yes. Keep talking.
Okay. Good morning. I just want to congratulate my brother and all these wonderful men for being legend and so wonderful in music in Belize. My brother Ernest Tillett. Good morning, Ernest.
Hey.
He said good morning. He love you.
Good morning, sis.
Okay. I can't hear the answer, but I hope I'm speaking the right message.
Okay,
but
you're clear.
I just wanted to congratulate all these legends.
All right.
And my brother, I love him to death. And I'm so proud of him.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Will.
You're welcome. You're welcome. He loves you too. And I just want to remind all the callers, don't be asking if they're hearing you. I want to remind you guys, these folks are hearing you loud and clear. Okay, we have one more call, Mr. Leslie from Twin World. Good morning, Mr. Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Hey, good morning, Will.
How you doing, sir?
Really good, really good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. Thank you for joining us on this program. The great legends are listening to you right now along with Miss Lerner. Go ahead.
Beautiful. Well, I want to say to all three Belizean legends, firstly, Mr. Ernest Tillett, Anthony Richards, Junie Crawford. This is a real pleasure to have you guys here on Radio Belizemix and having the whole audience listening to you guys. This is definitely three legends. I'm happy that my Leslie Bradley at Twin World Travel was able to work with all of you guys from the travel standpoint. Certainly don't know anything about music, but you guys are huge legends in the community and beyond. So
thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Leslie.
Thanks for being there.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you much.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much. We have one more call, and I keep saying one more call, but here's somebody else. Go ahead.
That's all right. That's okay.
Hey, this is Fred Dixon.
Fred Dixon is on the line. I'm doing okay, sir. Hey. Fred, all the way from Belize City. Fred, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Go ahead, Fred.
Hey, Will, how's it going, man?
We're doing great.
Yeah, just a special shout out to my three buddies there, man. Ernest Tillett, of course, Anthony Richard, and Junie Crawford. I am really pleased and happy that you put this program together with these legends to let people know who they are, especially the young artists, especially the young artists,
Yes, sir.
I'm here in Belize listening, and I am really elated to see these guys, and still at their peak.
Yeah, you got that right.
And I want to congratulate Junior Crawford for the great work he did with my good friend, the late Norman Isageri. I mean, those were just some classic music.
Oh yes.
Richards,
right, yeah.
Anthony is just top guy there. Try Smiling and The Reason Why I Cry. We got to do those, boss. They don't get enough radio play. We got to play those. Those are some of your best tunes, dude. And of course, my good friend and mentor, my sidekick, Mr. Ernest Tillett. We go way back. I don't want to say how far back we go, but we go quite a way.
Yeah, that's a way back. Don't worry.
Yes, Ernest, I had an opportunity and the pleasure to spend, I believe it was the Thanksgiving weekend there with him in Texas.
Right.
Yeah, in Texas, and I had a fantastic time with him and his family. So I just want to congratulate these outstanding gentlemen on and off stage because they have set a very good example for the upcoming musicians.
That's
so
right.
I'm just going to say thank you guys very much for for sharing your joy with us, your listeners, and fellow entertainers.
Thank you very much,
And
Mr.
I
Fred
hope you guys
Dixon.
are having a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you soon.
All
Well,
right.
Okay.
Lerna,
Okay,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
for the
Thank you.
invitation, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
That's the legendary Fred Dixon right there. We've been getting calls left, right, and center. When I about to play with song, another call come in. Look, all the people more popular than the.
Yes, that's what we want. This is all right. Who's calling? Is there another call coming in?
All right.
Before
we had another call coming in from New York, but we lost that call. So we're just going to go to some music right now. Real quickly, I want to play this one coming from Anthony Richards. He calls this one "Try Smiling."
Try smiling. Okay.
Try smiling.
Come on, Bill.
Try smiling. Try smiling. Try smiling. If the weather suits you not, and your feelings ain't so hot, if your neighbors won't do right, and your family had a fight, try smiling. It won't change things, of course, but it can't make things no worse. If it seems to suit your case, or it brightens up your gloomy face, try smiling. Try smiling. Try smiling. Try smiling. Smiling is not a disgrace. It only makes up a pretty face. Try smiling. Try smiling.
Morning, you're live on Radio Belizemix. Go ahead. You're calling from New York.
Good morning, Mr. Will. Yeah, this is Earl from New Release Band in New York City.
Earl from New Release Band in New York City. Good morning, Earl. Good afternoon in your area, right?
Yes. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yes, you're live. We're live on Radio Belizemix. This is a Wake Up Like This show with Queen Lerna, and you have the legends listening to you. Go ahead. Speak, sir.
Yes, all the legends that I perform with. And sorry, happy Father's Day to all you guys.
Yeah, they say Happy Father's Day to you, too.
Yes,
the only one I
sir.
didn't perform with is you,
Yes.
Will.
Thank you too.
Junie, Ernest, Anthony.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, this afternoon here.
You're listening to my playback. Just go ahead with the live that I'm talking to you right now. Just go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my good friend Anthony Richards. We performed.
Yes, sir.
He's waiting to hear in the thing that is delayed. Go ahead, just speak, sir.
Anthony Richards, my good friend.
Yes.
Tony Crawford, my good friend. Mr. Ernest.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
Father's Day to all you guys. And Will, I always listen to you on Saturdays.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you calling in, and the legends are certainly glad to hear from you today. You have a good one.
Try smiling. Try smiling. Try smiling.
The music by Anthony Richards right here on Radio Belizemix at 1 minute after 12 o'clock. Go ahead, Laura down.
All right, you guys. All right. How are you guys doing out there? This is hot, 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 hot. This is a show I told you guys that you did not want to miss. So if you're not online and you're not tuned into Radio Billy's Mix, I Wake Up Like This, you are missing out. So right now, you guys, I want to hear Mr. Ernest Tillett live, don't you guys?
Oh yeah, of
Don't you
course,
guys?
of course.
Don't you? Yes. Let's take it over to the one and only, all the way from Texas, Mr. Ernest Tillett, you guys.
Yes. This song is from the Golden Love Songs. Produced by my wife, Marlene Tillett, Anthony Crawford. Love was played its game on me so long. I started to believe I'd never find anyone that'd try to convince me to give in. Says you must wait. But one day the sun came a shining through. The rain is stopped and the skies were blue. And oh, what a revelation to see. Someone was saying I love you to me. A one in a million chance of a lifetime, and life seemed a fashion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I find a piece of happiness to call my own. Now life is worth living again. For the love you to me is to live. I want in a million chance of a lifetime, and life shows compassion and sent to me a stroke of love for you. A one in a million you. A one in a million chance of a lifetime, and life shows compassion and sent to me a stroke of love for you. A one in a million you. A one in a million. You.
All right.
Wow.
Good job. That voice is there.
Wow. There you have it, you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? They got it. They got it, you guys. Lord of mercy.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Junior now too.
Yes.
Oh, he waiting for me.
We're gonna keep the fun We're gonna keep the fun going, you guys. We're gonna keep the
Hold
fun
on a second.
going.
Hold on a second, Lerna. I got
Yes.
Mr. DJ No Side is on the line. DJ No Side, good morning to you. You're listening to a Wake Up Like This on Radio Belizemix. Go ahead, DJ No Side.
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ No Side. You're live.
Wait, make a hook up, Michael. Make a hook up, Michael. Yeah. I'm gonna hook up Michael, and then come back on. Just
They want to say.
give me a
I
second.
think
All
Will,
right.
they
All
want
right.
to say hello.
So let me go to another caller then. Elaine, good morning to you. Hello, Elaine.
Yeah.
So here's what we're experiencing. These folks want to hear themselves, so they have on the thing live, the back, which is delay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's technology and it's internet. So that's what we're facing. Elaine, good morning. All right.
Come on, Robbie. Come on.
All right.
Come on, Elaine.
She's off. Go ahead, Ms. Lerner. Take it away.
All right, guys. Right now, we're going to hold off on the calls. We're going to go and get some of this great music from our producer, composer, singer. Oh my God, he has so many titles behind his name. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Hold on.
please.
We got Elaine back. Go ahead, Elaine.
All right, go ahead, Elaine.
Good morning, Elaine.
Good morning.
Talk to me, Elaine.
Yeah, am I on live? Am I on?
You're live on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, hello. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
How are you guys? And did y'all know what an amazing show you have on today and all these wonderful legends that are on the show? I'm really excited, really proud of you guys. And Mr. Ernest Tillett, amazing. I just love it. And then Mr. Anthony Richards, Cheapy, the man that I can't wait to listen to all the time.
Have you heard
and you
that
guy,
name in a
I
while,
want to give it up
Cheapy?
to my good friend, Junie
Well, if
Junie
you call me
Crawford.
Chippy, you know me.
Yes, we went to high school together. So, you're the reason I wanted to play keyboard, Junie. You're the reason I wanted to play keyboard. That was.
Oh, all right.
Junie.
You remember when you tried to teach me how to play that keyboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
but I
did.
told him not to waste his time. But anyway, I'm just really excited, and I'm really glad that you guys are all on together. And not often that you can get, all the legends on the same stage or the same show, as you call it. So
Right.
this is really beautiful. And I know a lot of people have looked up to you guys and responsible for a lot of folks' career and, my interest in music, because I used to remember going to some of the practices that Harmonettes used to have that Junie was going to back in the day.
Excuse me.
Remember that? And then when I
Way
couldn't
back.
go to the shows, the dances, I used to try to listen to the music from Bird's Eye through the window at home. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh, check it out.
I would check the bedroom window and try to listen to Bird's Eye
too.
and listen to the music from there. So anyway, I've just been loving music and loving you guys all these years. But I do want to say, too, Mr. Crawford, if you're going to sing something today, you need to do my favorite song, Dad is Home. Remember that?
Wow, I didn't even know if I remember
Oh,
those
my God,
lyrics.
that was it. Dad is Home, okay? So if you got to do something special, or if not today, some other day, but I'd like to hear that song one more time.
All right.
Anyway, give it up to Queen Lerner, Mr. Will Johnson. Great
Thank you.
show,
Thank
awesome.
you. Awesome. Thank you. And we have another caller on the line. 1 second. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the air.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Will. Hi, Lori. This is Lisa Tillett Sabal. I am Ernest Tillett's daughter.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
was just calling in from Cibolo, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted
Hi.
to say, great job, Dad. You sound really great. And also, Anthony and Junie, congratulations also. I do
Thank
remember
you.
you
Thank
guys
Thank you.
just being around with my dad singing and everything. So you guys look great. You sound great. And happy Father's Day. I appreciate Will, you
Thank
guys
you.
having them on the show.
Sure.
It's fantastic. So thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for calling. I'm going to call DJ No Side now because he's been trying to get back in. So let me give him a call right now because, of course, what he wants to say or do is extremely important. So let me do that right now. DJ No Side, good morning to you. Go ahead, DJ No Side.
Yeah, Will, I got work now on here.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is No Side and Michael Wagner on the other line. I want to pick up all the artists and all the musicians that are on there right now, and I want them to know how much respect we have for them, and they are the pioneers in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Mr. Michael Wagner. Can you come in, sir?
Yes.
Right. Come. I think they want to also. They got a lot.
Just keep it flowing, Papa. It's going. You're live on the air. Go ahead.
Okay, they got a lot that they learned from the legends.
Yeah. I just want to let everybody know we're doing a special show tomorrow, Father's Day, and we want to ask everybody to tune in tomorrow. It's going to be really nice, folks. Tune in tomorrow on Facebook Live. Michael Wagner and No Side, and of course Elaine will be hosting the show. It should be real nice, folks.
All right, thank you very much, Michael.
Yeah.
All right.
So what he was telling the folks in the world out there, you guys, tomorrow, Father's Day, he's gonna do a special show for you guys at 2 p.m. I want you guys to tune in on DJ No Side page. It's a DJ No Side production, and so special Father's Day treat, 2 p.m. Tune in. All right, Michael Wagner live. The other side of Michael.
Go ahead, Lorna. Let's get on with it now. Who's next? You got Judy?
Yes. So, world premiere, long awaited.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Perfect.
Okay. It seems that I have a little special request here. So while you guys were doing that, I went on the internet and tried to refresh my memory of some of these lyrics.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sing a little piece of this.
Okay.
And I hope I have a little toy keyboard here. It's not a real professional keyboard, but it happens to be in my little makeshift studio.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
You're my love. You're my angel. You're the girl of my dream. And I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Yeah. That is home. That is home to stay. Yeah. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend Roland told me you had teardrops in your eyes. That is home. That is home to stay. Oh yeah. It wasn't on a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday went by. It wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. All I could do was cry. But I made a promise that to treasure. I made it back home to you. I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend Roland told me you had teardrops in your eyes. That is home. That is home. That is home. That is home. To stay.
Brody,
Really
you got your
good.
request. You got your request, girl. Your
You're
bad.
looking good, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
It works. It works.
Looking
All right,
young.
all right. How we doing out there, world? We want to let you guys know we are here. We are here on a wake up like this. This
That's
is
right.
Queen Lorena.
I have another song tuned up right here from Ernest Tillett that I want to
Yes.
play for you guys, and it goes like this.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
This one.
Here we're darling, right back here again at the Holloway Motel. Same color tan. So let's hurry, baby. You know we don't have much time. I wanna rush you, baby. But we got a deadline. Seems like every time we're together, our love get a little bit stronger. And when I get to making love to you, I just wanna hold on a little longer. Love is so good when you're stealing it. When you're stealing it. Love is so good when you're stealing it. When you're stealing it. We're both married and we're playing a dangerous game. The hotel nights are no faces, but he doesn't know every day. Baby, ain't that's the way. I just can't get it, baby. With a part-time woman and a full-time wife. On the last night in my sleep, she said I scream out your name. But I know I'm wrong, but I'm in love. But I can't feel it, I can't feel it, baby. So good, and love is so good when you're stealing it. When you're stealing it, love is so good. Love is so good when you're stealing it. When you're stealing it, yeah. And love is so good when you're stealing it. When you're stealing it, love is so good. Whoa, 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 whoa. When you're stealing it. When you're stealing it, love is so good. And I just can't stand the pain. When you're stealing it. When you're stealing it, love is so good. And when we make love to you. When you're stealing it. We just stealing it. Yes, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Love is so good when you're stealing it, right?
You know, my wife doesn't like that song.
Doesn't like it.
I just love the hell out of it. Love is so good. Love is so good. When you're
Lord have
stealing
mercy.
it, stealing it. Oh, yeah.
And when you get right down to it, sugar, oh, tell it, baby. I wanna suck it to you. Come on. Yeah. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good. So good, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, it's so good, baby.
The legend. Legend, the legend, the legend. Go ahead, Lerna.
All righty, guys. I know you guys are not watching, but that was Love Is So Good by Ernest on his live performance. And Ernest, I know that the young lady, everyone was asking, who is Elizabeth? She was so great.
Yeah, Elizabeth. I think Junior brought Elizabeth to all my CDs. She's on all my CDs, all 5 of them.
Oh, okay.
She is great.
Yeah, she's an American girl. She lives in.
Yeah, she's an American girl, and she plays
somewhere in the Los Angeles area.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
She's now a vocal teacher,
great
and
singer.
she plays bass and sings too.
Right.
Oh, okay.
We have we have a caller on the line. Good morning, caller. Good afternoon in your area. Hello.
Hello.
Just go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good morning to you guys over there.
Thank you. And your name is?
My name is Pauline Bailey.
Pauline Bailey.
I just wanted to say, Lerna, it's nice to see you.
Hi.
Anthony Richards, you still have it.
Thank you.
Mr. Tillett, it was wonderful dancing to you many, many years ago in Los Angeles.
Thank you.
And Mr. Junie Crawford, wonderful, wonderful seeing you. And you guys keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. You have a great day. Thank you for calling.
Okay, bye.
Wow. All right. This is a special Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there once again, you guys. And we are here because we want to congratulate, we want to appreciate, and we want to thank our legends. These are guys that paved the way for the upcoming artists. And right now we are working on the artists. There's a lot of young artists that is working pretty hard. And you guys can send some word of advice out there. We're going to get to that. I want you guys to really talk to them and give them a word of the right direction and stuff that they need to keep focusing on. Okay. So Anthony, I'm going to ask you a little question right here, because I know back in the days you performed in New York at the Apollo, at the Apollo Theater. Can you give us a little experience, your experience with that particular performance?
Well, performing at the Apollo was a really great thing for me because, the Apollo Theater is a legendary spot in New York. And what happened, they had a singing contest, and I entered, the audition and everything, and I was selected. And what happened there is you have to bring your own crowd.
Okay.
You have to bring your own crowd. I came in second because there was a dance group from a high school. I thought they brought the whole school with them.
They brought the whole school? Of course.
They brought the whole school with them. But it was a good experience for me because just performing there, and it showed me too that that I was good enough to perform at the Apollo. So that was a good experience. Even here, Houston was a good experience for me when I performed on the television. They had a television show here in Houston, and we had about 3,000. About 3,000. I mean, when I went for the audition, it was around and around the block. And I was wondering if I should have stayed. I said, I'm going to just try. And I did. And my surprise, I was fine. And it was, as I said, a very good experience for me to to experience what these entertainers go through. My own makeup artist, my own barber to trim me and cut my hair. You know, it was a really good experience. You know.
Okay. Do you remember what song you sang at those auditions?
I sang a song from Elvis. Wise men say, "Oh, fools rushed in," and I sang Unchained Melody.
Okay.
Yes. So it was a good experience for me, you know, and I really learned from that too, you know.
All right. Okay. Wow. That is a journey for our legends up here. I need to go to our producer over here, Junie.
Yes.
Can you deliver a message out there to our upcoming musicians and what are you seeing if you're in tune with what's happening right now? Are we heading in the right direction? Or how are the guys doing according to your perspective?
Well, I think my response to that would be kind of twofold. Undoubtedly, first thing I want to say first and foremost is that through the years I've listened to a lot of productions and a lot of songs being streamed on Facebook and various other media platforms, and we've definitely undoubtedly. I mean, just speaking from Belize alone, there seems to be a lot of extremely good talent, great talent. What I've heard, most of what I've heard is really good in terms of the talent that because you know, even if you listen to a production, if you listen to a record or whatever, even if it's not 100% there, you can always spot the possibilities. You can always spot the talent that, you know, there's also. And I think right now in Belize, there's a lot of studios have evolved. A lot of people have their personal studios, so much more than back in my time. As a matter of fact, we used to always have to go to the States to record.
True.
I just want to jump. Hold on, Junie. I just want to jump in here because it's kind of hard for these people to get back. But we have Mr. Carlton Brown on the line.
Oh wow!
All right. Okay.
Mr. Carlton Brown, welcome to the show, and just go ahead and speak. We have all the legends who are listening to you. A legend yourself, Mr. Carlton Brown. We have Junie, we have Ernest, and the rest of the folks here. Go ahead, Carlton.
Right, Junie's talking right now.
Go ahead. You're listening to the delay. Go ahead, you speak.
All right.
Go ahead, Carlton.
Yes,
You know what, Carlton? If you're going to be listening to what's happening at the back, you're going to be.
All right, I got you. I got you.
There you go.
I got you. It is very, very important that I get on this phone and say to these three legends. All three of them has been in my life along the way, and I have a lot of respect for each one of them, especially Junie Crawford. No, I'm not listening. I'm speaking.
He fight with the TV in the back. Take down the TV in the back, man. Take down the TV.
Turn off the TV.
Yeah.
Turn it down.
Let me just turn it off.
Yeah.
It is very, very important that I say what I
want you to deliver.
Yes,
I
learned
want
from
to
life
hear what you got to
experience
say.
that, you know, when things come along, you got to do it there and then.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that the hardest way in my life. Nevertheless, Ernest Stillett, Anthony Richards, and Junie Crawford, I want to say that all three of you guys has played a part in my life, has been a great inspiration. All three of you guys. And I want to encourage you guys to continue what you're doing because it is a spiritual thing in this life. And what you all are doing, you all were chosen for this path.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you all to continue this regardless of what happened. Because that's what I see for myself too. And in time, I will be back on stage myself. But nevertheless, please continue what you guys are doing. Great.
Well,
I thank you.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Carlton.
Mr. Carlton, it was an honor to have you called to a show. And you keep on doing what you're doing and be safe, sir.
Righteous, and appreciate it very much.
Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead, Mr.
All right,
Junie.
thanks.
As I was saying, so there's a lot of talent that I see coming out of Belize right now, and they're extremely great talent. What I would like to say to most of them is this, and some stand out more than others. Of course, if you specifically, if you listen to someone like Tanya Carter, who has an extremely good voice, right? And and others, Jackie Castillo, and the list goes on and on. And in terms of the musicians, there's a young brother, there's a personal friend of mine, Belize, Paul. His last name escapes me right now. He's a great producer. So we have all the right elements, right? What I would say to them is to please work hard on your craft. You have to. This is hard work. You can't just run away with something. Just put something out there and run away and think and just self-praise and think that this is it, right? I mean, Mike can tell you. Mike is a great producer, Michael Hyde, and he will tell you what hard work this is. To put something together. You just don't put something together and then start praising yourself. You have to look at your peers and see what they are doing and try to respect what they're doing and try to aspire for the high ground before you know what I'm saying? And that's way, if you are being very, very honest with yourself and you're like your worst critic, chances are that you are going to come up with a really great product at the end of the day.
Totally understand. Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. And we're going to ask also Anthony, on the other end, as a musician, what do you have to tell our upcoming musicians out there? Because I want them to really pay attention and get it, because they can't just, like he said, put out a music today and think everything is everything. They just make it in their garage or whatever. Do it right. So what do you have to say to them on your end, Mr. Anthony Richards?
Well, as a singer, I believe that the young singers coming up, one of the main things that I believe they should do is to practice, because practice makes perfect. You have to practice every single day, and if you realize that, well, you need some training, go and get some voice training. There's some of us, I never did get any voice training, to tell you the truth. I never did, but at that time, during our time, it wasn't, I probably couldn't afford it anyway,
right.
But I would tell them to practice. You need practice. You need to stay with your craft. And if you love your craft, you're going to stick with it. Many people may tell you you don't sound well, you don't sound good, but it's up to you if you love it. And I know I love singing. That's why I stuck with it.
Right.
That's true.
And I will sing until I'm in my grave. Maybe after that you're gonna hear me too.
Yes, because the music still going, right?
Right.
But that is a good message for everyone out there that is serious about their craft.
Right.
Practice. Because I know they have the mentality, if they are not doing anything, or if they're not playing for a gig and not getting anything, they are not practicing. So that's a good message. Ernest?
Yeah.
You got a message for my folks out there that we really care about?
Yeah, I do have a couple of things right here. This is actually for the upcoming artists. Number one, they have to be positive. Number two, you have to be have confidence. Yeah, and number three, don't give up. I have the practice, and you have to know your music. And I want to talk a little bit about my albums. I have the first one I did in Belize with the Vibrations. I guess you guys remember that, right?
I remember the album.
Yeah, with in Mexico City. That's my first album. Yeah. Then the one with the ones that I did with Mr. Crawford. We did I did 5 CDs with him. I did 1 in LA and I did 4 in Concord.
Okay.
And the great arranger that he is. And all the CDs that I did with him was so good, and I enjoyed it because of the music that the influence that he gave me to produce these CDs. That you know. And I'm so excited. I got so excited when I did the first one. I said, I got to get back and do some more. And I want to thank Juni because he's a great arranger. He's the best. Then again, I have the one I did with Phase 2 Band.
Mm-hmm.
That was another CD. Juna was on that CD too. Did a little thing on that CD. And
Yes, I did.
that CD went worldwide.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good. So those CDs there, and I want to say also my wife, all 4 CDs, she produced with me.
All right, cuz, look at her.
4 CDs. Yeah.
All right, cousin Marlene, you are in there. All right.
And Junior.
Yes.
Before we go, I want to do that song that you called me about that I did with Harry Shaw.
Uh-oh.
Remember when you called me and said, Ernest, I like that song and wish we could get together and do a show.
Which one is that?
Yeah.
I remember when I heard that song, I was like, wow, that sounds so great. I haven't heard it for years,
Yeah.
What song it is? Can we hear it now?
Yeah, you can hear it
Is
now.
that okay, Will?
Yeah.
That's okay. I just want to quickly say, read what Janet Dyer was saying here. Awesomeness. It said Anthony Richards used to take me to shows and let me sit at the corner to listen to the band that he performed with. At the time, I was dancing with Mr. Bob Reno. Julie Crawford has produced most of our original songs. His work ethic is impeccable. Word from Janet Dyer.
Janet Dyer. Yes.
Diamond, yeah, Diamond. We have a call on the line. Hold on a second, please. Caller, before you go ahead, please make sure that you're not listening to the delay in the background. Go ahead, caller.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Rick Navas, the former leader of the Fantasia Band.
Oh, Mr. Rick.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you on board.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I'm so happy to see my buddy and my go-to guy, Junie
Crawford.
Yes. Anthony, he and I don't really have a relationship musically. We did do one show in LA at Plumtree many years ago.
Yes, sir.
When he and all the other guys from the group happened to be in LA at the same time, and it was kind of an impromptu thing, but it went off really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so happy to do that. Earl, one of his singers, was one of our singers in the band at the time too.
Mm-hmm.
But also the thing that I remember most about Anthony is when he was a very little kid. He was singing out at the courthouse, and I think he was doing personality.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to put him up on a box to reach the microphone. But that image has stayed with me throughout my life. Whenever I see him, that's the image that comes back to me.
Yes, sir.
But I also wanted to say to Junie, it's so good to see you, my friend. He was always my go-to guy, as I said, because of the type of music that we played in the band. Of course, we did the Caribbean music, but we also did a lot of standards and other types of music that the other bands were not playing. Mm-hmm. And I could always depend on. I was always so happy when he was available to do a gig with us because I knew we were going to have a good show. And Ernest always brought the most difficult music to the band, which is one of the things that I really enjoyed about working with Ernest, because it was always a challenge. Mm-hmm. At least for me, maybe not so much for Junior, but for me it was. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed that very much. So, it was kind of a learning experience for me, mm-hmm. having him as part of the band. But again, it's so good to see you, Junior. Ernest and I speak quite frequently. And
good, Ricky.
It's a great show, and I'm so happy. This is my first time calling into your show, but I'm really happy to see all these guys here.
Yes, sir.
And I know, and So that's all I have to say, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Ernest, Anthony, Junior.
Yes, we thank you for calling in, Sir Ricky. You take care and you stay safe, okay? All right. All right.
I just touched the button.
All right. Yeah.
Right, here we
My
go.
goodness, we're hearing from some more legends.
Tomorrow is just a guess. But yesterday, what I would do for yesterday is we will live one yesterday for you, Julie, in all its happiness. And when Joanna loved me, every time was Paris. And it was Paris on a Sunday. And the month was May. When Joanna loved me, every sound was music. It was music made for laughter. Laughter that was mine, indeed. But when Jonah left me, maybe came December. Oh yeah. But early in December, I remember her touch, her smile, and for a little while, she loves me. And once again it's Paris. Oh yeah. It was Paris on a Sunday. I don't know. And the month was May.
Good job, Ernest. There you go. That's right.
Johnny, I look at you and the end there when you made it through. Good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you, Tony Wright. Tony Wright said, good job, guys.
Wow. Hi, Mr. Tony. Mr.
That was
Tony.
for you, Julian.
Yeah, man, I totally enjoyed that, boy. Oh my God, that was so great.
Tony Bennett rendition of that, and that song is also on my CD.
Right, right.
Hey,
oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, but before you go any further, it's still in my mind. There's something that Ricky said. Ricky Navis calling just now, and he were talking about giving advice to some of the younger musicians, producers, artists. Yes. I think that something he said about challenging yourself. You know, it's so important. You can't sit on your laurels. You can't. I kind of probably like a little what I said before too. You just can't bring out something and just think that that's just the means to the end. You have to challenge yourself into always aspiring, and some of that comes into what Cheapy said too. Practice, practice, practice. True. You have to practice. You have to aspire for something higher, and reach for it instead of just putting out something and then say yeah. Because a lot of people, one of the things that we have to be very, very careful of that I noticed is the ego.
You got that right.
Yes.
Be very careful of that.
Thanks.
You put up something and then you start putting yourself on the shoulder and say, yeah, you hear what I did, you know, yeah, that's like the best thing since sliced bread. Well, not everybody might actually think so. You have to be brutally honest too, and just get constructive feedback from people who's going to be honest with you, and that way you'll be able to get better.
Right. Totally agree.
This is exactly what we are trying to put out there, you know, that the musicians just need to listen a little bit and take, you know, critiques. And that's how we're going to move forward. So you guys, I hope you guys are listening to the legends and take this stuff very seriously because we want to move forward. We want to big up each other. We want to, work with each other. We want to unify. We want to get together and make this thing happen. And then when you talk about your talent, your music, you have the full confidence of everything, yourself, the music, and like Mr. Ernest was saying, and Mr. Anthony was saying, confidence in yourself and your music. I mean, not just you having confidence in it and your music, but you have to have what other people are telling you. If they tell you to fix this, fix that, to make it, bigger and better, then that confidence will build because you got it from the legends or you got it from people who knows.
Right.
So remember, we're never too old to learn.
Right.
All right?
While we're getting a message from Carl King Rancho who say would like to thank Junie Crawford for launching the Smith Brothers another level with his work of Village Girl and Puntarak in a Babylon. And the list is long. And King Rancho want to say he appreciate you guys and especially to Junie Crawford.
Thank you.
All right. So with that, I want to play another one from Mr. Tillett right here, if you allow me to learn them.
Yes, please.
And it goes like this.
And don't let me forget that Mr. Anthony have to sing the song he was famous for. All right? Don't let me forget that.
Yes, QP. That is the legend right there. Oh, yeah.
Hey, have you ever tried reaching out to the other side? I may be climbing rainbow, but baby, here goes. Dreams of others. Life is for us to be. And when you're dreaming of the one that's leading to
Junie Crawford on the keyboard.
Yeah, Junie. I guess they look the same. Look at you. Ain't age a bit.
Together.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Cause I've left that girl so many times before. I'll be out of her gate. She'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch, and she'll give me a call. Oh, but she'll laugh and hear that phone and ringing and ringing and ringing. After all, that's all. And by the time I'm in Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn southern, call my name. Oh no. Oh, but she'll cry, just to think I wouldn't leave her. But time and time again, I try to tell her so. Oh, but she just didn't know that I would really go. My baby, I really go. My darling, I really go. Come on, put your hands together for this one of those kids.
Really think we can make it. Sorry guys, get to me.
You got us in suspense. We're looking for it.
Yeah. Radio Belizemix, folks. That's the music right there. Go ahead, Queen Lerner. Take it away.
All right, Mr. Ernest Tillett.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Doing your thing live with Mr. Junie and the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go right. It wasn't that a sense of this is gonna go good when you see Junie? It's like God sent, everything goes well when Junie is on keyboard. We were like, we want Junie, right? Is that was that the feeling when you guys have a show and you guys see Mr. Crawford? It'll be like, all right, I'm ready now, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
So
somebody
somebody
put him on the CD singing too. You
right.
know?
Hey, Junie. Somebody was asking what's the name of the band, and then that's why I always tell folks at the beginning when Junie put the crew together, they crew, not necessarily have a name. I saw what's his name? I saw one of the guys playing the drums. I recognize him. Yeah, Steve on the guitar. Who was on the bass? Junie, who was on the bass?
No, what particular project you referring to?
This video that I showed just now, I think you guys did this. You remember when you guys did this, right?
This was that was at Hollywood.
It was a Valentine dance.
Yeah.
Hey, Valentine's dance. Who was the artist?
Ernest Tillett.
The one that you heard just now. Yeah.
Oh, the one that said okay.
No,
I wasn't hearing too well, but that would have been could it be Junie Cass on drums maybe?
Yeah, that was Junie Cass on drums. Yeah. And
Okay,
Steve on the guitar.
Steve on the guitar.
I don't know.
The bass player could have been Philip, or it could have been a guy who used to use Mark Sims.
Right, and I'm just asking that Junie because folks keep asking what's the name of the band. I keep telling folks when Junie put things together, he just grabbed the best people and put them out there.
I just try to do that. Sometimes they say what the name of the band, and I can't even tell them.
That's right. That's why when I introduce you and they ask when you're going to be having a whatever it is, I always say you're going to pick the right people and have them ready for whatever it is.
That's important. That's important.
Wow. All right, guys, we are filling up with a lot from the legends, But again, I must plug in my sponsors, the Little Belize Restaurant, Probis Tax and Accounting, and Radio Belizemix. So guys, if you guys want to hear your name over our program here on A Wake Up Like This, just give me a call, which is 909-258-7544. Again, 909-258-7544. And also visit us online at A Wake Up Like This. Guys, we have a lot of past guests, great shows on there. And if you'd like to be a guest on there, hit me up in my inbox and we will do our best to get you on this particular show. Mr. Johnson, Radio Belizemix is 24/7. All right, so you can listen to great music 24/7. But I Wake Up Like This show is just once a month with me, Queen Lorna. I want to thank all my help, my daughter Brianna Bood. I want to thank Tez, Selani, Tez. Big help, big up. The sisters, Verona, Elaine, Laverne, Mr. Turner, Mr. Clyde Gillett, and everyone online, Maria, Susanna, everybody online. We want to thank you guys. All right, DJ No Side every Friday. We have online karaoke. All right, so tune in. There is a link on the Bombay Lounge, Little Belize. Go on there if you guys want to sing. We have karaoke online and it's coming pretty well. All right, so don't forget tomorrow, which is Sunday. Father's Day is tomorrow, and you can sit at home and enjoy the evening with Mr. Michael Wagner at 2 p.m. live from DJ No Side page. All right, DJ No Side production with the one and only Mr. Michael Wagner, the other side of Michael. You guys gonna enjoy that, and we thank you guys for tuning in again today. So we're gonna continue. We got 2 minutes away from 1 o'clock, Lorna. Okay.
We're wrapping up.
Do a wrap up then?
Yes, we're wrapping up.
All right. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the morning, the evening with us here on A Wake Up Like This. And we're going to give our legend one last minute or so to say something that they would want to say to the world. So we're going to start once again over here with Mr. Ernest Tillett, our oldest musician alive, Mr. Ernest Tillett.
Thank you, Lorna, and we'll really appreciate having me with these two great guys right here to do this show, and all the people that call in, and I'm sure that they enjoy the show also, but let's do it again, man. I love it.
Right.
Yeah, something new for you, but it wasn't that bad after all, right?
Yeah. I love it.
Please tell them where they can get your CD, because you still have your music for sale. Can you please tell them?
Yeah, they have to call me 925-787-7002.
Okay.
Take it from there.
Right, and he have 5 CDs for sale. I am looking at one of them here that I have. Here's looking at me again.
And
so
Little
I have this one here. So you could call me at Little Belize, and then we will make sure that he get the message and get the CDs to you, which is Little Belize Restaurant, 310-674-0696 for some of these great music that you heard today. He have all of them on CD. This one right here have Spanish Harlem, which I love. All right, and he has some great songs on here. So this is one of them out of the 5. So please support. And also, Mr. Anthony, your last words for the audience out there, please.
Thanks very much, Lorna and Will,
Thank
for
you,
having
sir.
me on this program. And I want to thank all the Belizean people out there. Remind them that they should wear their mask.
Right.
Because of this corona, you know. Well, thanks very much for all the love and everything that they have given to me throughout the years. And I'm still here, just waiting for your call.
All right, I like that.
I like that.
And you don't have any current CD right now, but you're still in the studio
My
making
CD, Patrick would have many of my CDs. It's online too. You see.
Okay.
Try smiling. Try smiling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So. Right. So for Anthony's music, you guys go to Patrick Barrow page, and he would have all that information. Contact Patrick Barrow for music on some of these great legends. Mr. Junie Crawford.
Thank you, everybody. I mean, I want to say it's been a pleasure and an honor to be on here, especially with Ernest and Anthony Richards, Mr. Cheapy. We go way back for the both of them. And thank you to all the fans who have supported me as a producer, singer, whatever, through all the years. And God willing, we have a nice show one day. We can maybe do a little kind of like a family reunion of sorts with
there you go.
some of these great artists, you know, somewhere in Los Angeles or whatever. I mean, I go back from time to time, go back to town. Like I say, I mean, it's only been 25 plus years I've lived there. So, I come back from time to time, and we could put something together. But thank you. It's been a pleasure. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. And Mr. Johnson, have anything to say to the legends?
Oh my goodness. If I start, it's going to take another show. So I'm just going to say to each one of the legends, then thank you so much for, especially if folks don't know what happened behind the scene, the plans that goes into to the show that we're having today. Being able to communicate with these gentlemen back and forth, it was really good. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm proud of you all.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, you guys, we are 1 minute away from cutting me off right here. So I just want to make sure that I get everybody. I do appreciate everyone that is supporting I Wake Up Like This and Radio Belizemix and all our Belizean artists or Belizean restaurants and businesses out there. Let's continue to unite and help out each other. With everything that's going on in the world right now, you guys, we are doing everything from a distance. But remember, the love and the support should still be there. All right? Yes. We still have to continue. I started the Unity Circle, which is put on a hold because of all the coronavirus and all that stuff. But that was going very well. We did have our Unity Circle getting our community to work together. So again, I Wake Up Like This with Queen Lorna, Will Johnson, and all our supporters is once a month, live on Radio Belizemix, on YouTube, on Vimeo. Will, help me out.
Vimeo, on Facebook, on Radio Belizemix website, on Belizemix Vibe Audio, only the radio station. 5 platforms.
Okay, so if there's nothing else, did I cover everyone? I just want to make sure our theme song, I Wake Up Like This, was done by Michael Wagner and Mr. Paul McGregor. Ladies, gentlemen, world, we are here on
I Wake Up Like This.
I wake up like this. I wake up like that.